Hey everybody, I'm Daniel. Today I'm in Tokyo, Japan, and I'm in Shinjuku. And we're going to be doing some exploring. So first off, I think we're going to go grab a, we're going to go do some sushi for lunch. And mind you, this isn't like some ultra high-end place, but it's a place I've been to before that has a pretty good lunch special. So at least you can get an idea of, I guess, more of like the everyday. But I think we make a left turn here, or no, we go forward more and then a right turn. Okay, cool. So I guess what the plan is today is I'm with my mom again, and we're gonna go ahead and get some sushi for lunch, which is actually it's just a local spot, you know, not some super fancy spot or anything, but it's pretty good. So we'll do some of that, get like a sushi lunch set. It'll be my first sushi in Japan in quite some time, so super excited. And then we'll do some exploring of the Shinjuku area, more so like around the station, and then maybe we'll get some maybe we'll get a cafe or something like that. So yeah, just walking over to the sushi spot right now. Those are like pretty close, but I think this isn't accurate. It's right there. Oh, we gotta go across the street. You want to go under? All right, let's do it. Too late now. My mom suggested to go under the underpass. So that's a pretty good tip, like right here. And then I believe you can walk under and then over on the other side of the street. So I don't know, I guess like mass outside are semi-optional. But you can just walk the street there. You don't have to go under if you don't want. Yeah, I'm not really into stairs right now. Sorry guys, I'm gonna just walk across the street like a normal person. Some pretty cool buildings in the Shinjuku area, like iconic ones such as that in front of us. It's pretty nice. You guys might notice a quality change from the previous videos because I'm swapping to the GoPro, and I feel like it gives me a little more like field of view too in the back, so at least you could like join me on the adventure a little better. It's also super tiny, which is great, so I don't want to be walking around with a huge camera in Tokyo trying to vlog, like running into people and stuff and messing up their day, you know. So get some storage lockers. Mom was pointing out. Oh yeah, so here's like the vending machine row, which is like super awesome. You can just get a little bit of everything. Man, these like flashy lights here. They're not actually flashy in real life. It's just they just pulse, I guess. And I've already tried like every frame rate possible on this thing, and there's no way to avoid it. So apologies there in advance. So after we eat, we're gonna kind of go in this area over there. There's like a ton of whatever. Let's go. I'm always confused about the car stuff, if they're being polite or I have the right of way or what. But when in Rome, you know, do as the Romans, I guess. So like quick note on KFC, which is like a very epic restaurant apparently. Like I walked in the other day and they had like $40 meals and stuff. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, we should try KFC at some point, Mom. It's supposed to be pretty amazing though here. I can't convince my mom to do KFC. But cool. So we're rolling up to this guy right here. Oh, it's actually still here, so that's a good sign. Hopefully they have the lunch special. Let me just like pop on the mask real quick, and then which I will just take off when I eat, so I don't know. Yeah. Yep. This is it. Got some lunch specials. That looks really good. They used to have a more like in-depth one. Wonder if they have it or not still. So this one looks good. 1,100 yen. I'm gonna rock that. All right, in. Let's go. Asian. Two, please. Oh, here, wait. Okay. This is a little crowded. It's a little tiny sushi joint. I have still yet to determine the social rudeness of vlogging in Japan, so apologies if it's unacceptable. But like, I do notice a lot of the Japanese vloggers, like they don't walk around with the camera, they just like set it down and then talk. But this thing's so small that I'm able to kind of navigate, so we'll see. Wait, here? Oh, no. Ooh, cool. Separated. Yeah, that's fine. So I think we're just gonna rock the lunch special. They used to have like a 1,600 yen option, which is like a lot of sushi pieces, but I don't really see it, so I'll just go with that one for now. And then my mom's deciding. Yeah, so the food came. Just pretty standard set. Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, it's not super fancy, but you know, at the current exchange rate, I think this is like $8 and change or something, so it's pretty cheap.
Thank you.
Got some miso soup. Yeah, it's got some shrimp in there. This thing, just like an egg custard. Maybe I'll sit it. Get some saba. It's not my mom's favorite, so I'm gonna eat it. Saba, when done right, is actually super good. And then it's like a pickled fish. It has a little vinegar. I really like it, actually. Good. Get some of the roll action. Saba round 2. Kind of grabbed it backwards. It's good. For the cost, I love it. So you notice that the rice is a little heavier, but this is going to be more like a businessman's lunch, kind of, you know, just going out, getting something to eat, filling you up. It's not like fine dining or anything, but it's very, very good. It's great. What do you think, Mom? Just finished up the sushi. There's a shrimp head in my my miso. The flavor of the miso soup in Japan is like, it's pretty high grade. I mean, it's really strong, but more on the salty side. It's nice though. I forget the name of this, but it's like an egg custard thing, kind of. Got a mushroom in this one.
Inside the roll is a lot of wasabi, so strong.
Did you get too much wasabi, Mom?
Yeah, very strong in the roll.
Yeah, sometimes the tuna rolls are a little heavy on the wasabi, but depends if you like it or not. Yeah. All in all, though, I just checked, it's like $7.65 at the current exchange rate for this meal, which is like crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, it's very favorable if you come to Japan right now for many major currencies like the USD or the Euro, because the yen is pretty weak. So I was just looking at the cup here, and my mom said it's actually all fish names. So you see the character on like the left side, that's actually fish. So these are fish names. It's kind of interesting. And Japan uses some traditional Chinese words, so my mom can read it. I can't. All right, cool. So just finished lunch there. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I would say it was a good, first step into the world of sushi in Japan. Like a little bit of a primer. So we'll be doing some nicer cuts later, but that was great for lunch. Good price. And now we're kind of in these like little alleyways of Shinjuku station, and there's just a ton of little places to eat here and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool. And there's one more sushi place too. They also have a set. This place is pretty crowded too. That looks good. Yeah, that one actually looks like a pretty good deal, but of course it's just a picture, so you gotta see. But Shinjuku's cool, and they have a lobby here, which is like a electronics store in the US. It's just like just the background, it just looks cool. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not like super obsessed with Japan, but it's just cool to be back. It's like finally a new destination, because I've been in Thailand for quite some time, so it's finally good to show you guys a little bit what else is in the world through my eyes. But after Japan, I'll be heading to Vietnam, and then after Vietnam I'll be heading to Malaysia, so should be some pretty good content to come. I mean, look at this. This looks cool. Everything. I don't know. We're just being super tourists right now. Taking pictures of everything, but the flashy lights are a little annoying though. Oh my god. Oh, this is like an arcade or something. It's like a adult arcade. Yeah. And like adult, not meaning that adult, just that it's like you just play for like little like metal balls, and then you can like exchange those for like money, but it's like at a separate building. It's kind of like gambling, sort of. Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
It's a good price for the,
Yes, it is.
for the steak.
It's hamburger steak. Yeah, it's chopped meat. It's not like an American steak. Yeah, it's a little different.
Oh, do you like that 饺子?
Oh yeah, that's a restaurant I was telling you about. Yeah, it's like it actually has like a giant gyoza on it.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're freaking anybody out by not wearing our masks. It's fine. There's so much in such a small place. It's crazy. Look at that little tiny van. That is so cool. We have to go this way though.
Please take this opportunity to try the recommended menu item.
This place is pretty good actually. And like a lot of the announcements are in like Chinese and Japanese and English. It's interesting. It's good we put on our masks because there are two police officers right there.
Oh, you think he's gonna come up?
He's gonna get me, Mom. He's gonna get me. Anyway. This is so much, this is so much for the eyes. I mean, this is like a sensory overload almost. But it's like kind of like Istanbul, but in a totally different like vibe, of course. But it's like noises and sights and sounds, but not like so many smells, of course, because there's like not a lot of outdoor food here. But and then it's that time of year, so you have all the fall tree colors going on. Oh, they look really nice. Yeah. So we're gonna go head through the Shinjuku station, which is like this massive train station. And there's always like random little things inside, so there'll be a lot of stuff to look at. And this is like a massive electronics store, of course with the flashy lights, but it's nuts. And like a lot of the big stations, or you know, most of the stations on the JR line in Tokyo, just expect there to be a mall attached to it, you know. So you could almost like aside from the sights, if you just really wanted to kind of get an idea of what everyday life is kind of like, you could just go to a lot of the main stations and just kind of hang out there, and there's always stuff to eat and desserts and cafes and stuff. So check this out. Super cool. And in the background you got that building we saw on the way in. And there's actually some government buildings in this area too, back in there, but we didn't go over there. So aside from like food and the station and obvious things like that, there's a really big garden here that's worth seeing, the Shinjuku garden. So it's like a big park. And yeah, even the manhole covers have designs. But it's actually if you go to Taiwan, the manhole covers also have the same kind of vibes. have like patterns on them and stuff. Yeah, because usually when I'm in Tokyo, it's like the summertime, and I came in winter one time too, so I actually haven't been here during the autumn, you know, where there's like a changing of the colors in the trees or anything like that. So this is a first for me. I didn't do it. Look at this intersection, it's just crazy. And there's a Wendy's First Kitchen too. I don't even know what that means, but it's pretty impressive. Let me see where we are here. Okay. So we're gonna cross and then go. We're gonna cross this intersection and then go left. I want to check out a Blue Bottle cafe for like a coffee. I'm not even... Is it the same one as we have in the US? Because I've seen Blue Bottle coffee, but I'm not 100%. So I was just telling my mom that Yoshinoya, there's actually I think like 3 or 4 like beef rice bowl types of restaurants in Japan, and it's pretty good for like a cheap meal. It's usually around 600 yen or less or more depending on the options, but at this point, I mean, that would be like under $4, so quite cheap for Tokyo. Actually, it's like insanely cheap for Tokyo. And then over on the left here, you have the Shinjuku station. And all the malls and stuff associated with it. Or like attached to it, rather. I like how the security guard has to like let everyone know so the motorcycle can ride, or he probably will never get out. There's just so many people. Ah, look at that thing. Giant clock tower. So cool. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what that is, but it looks like it's partially under renovation or something. But yeah, actually I was just telling my mom that the food we had in Bangkok was so good that the food here is not like super impressive yet, but of course we're just eating very like regular food, so I'm sure if I spend a little more it'll taste better. But yeah, so the Blue Bottle coffee should be somewhere here. Somewhere. Oh, I gotta pop my mask on. There's all sorts of stuff down here actually. A matcha place, and then yeah, and then the Blue Bottle coffee is right there, but it's so packed. Then we have a Joel Robuchon bakery over here. This looks pretty tasty. You want to go look at the croissants here? They're like top notch, or they're supposed to be.
I have to carry that whole day long.
No, we can just look.
Look at it.
Yeah. Because we're gonna come back here anyways, right? So. They look pretty, and you can just smell the butter like everywhere.
They are so good.
The butter. What is that? A scone?
No, muffin.
Oh. It all looks pretty lovely, guys. Okay.
You want me to just buy a whole bunch and we'll carry with us?
I'm not gonna do bread now because I ate so much ramen yesterday. I'm so bloated. But
So I'm gonna buy one myself.
yeah, you just do it like the 85C. You just grab a tray. I'm guessing.
我吃这么大一个croissant干嘛？明天早上来。
It should be
哎，
pretty
他
light
说了
though.
这里面是发酵的 fermented。
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. So cool. So it's like a fermented dough croissant.
How many pieces those? Those very different one. Look
It
at
looks
that.
like it's chocolate.
Yeah. Says
It's like a
chocolate
super.
orange.
Oh, it's orange?
The orange something jam. And this
Interesting.
one's good too. I want to try that. I will try this. Over here too. So good.
My mom's in heaven right now.
Yeah.
Let me do what I promised you guys and get a blue bottle coffee. Actually, no, I just want a coffee for myself. To follow the little blue. Alright, cool. So I ordered up my iced Americano, which was 540 yen, which was half the price of my sushi lunch. So it's definitely on the pricey side as far as coffee goes, but I've been meaning to give it a shot, so. Pretty cool, like, location too. So now I'm just waiting for my drink and we'll just continue on a bit. Did you buy anything?
Yeah, of course.
Oh wow, we got some good amount of stuff. Yeah.
1,300 yen something.
Okay.
I gave him 5,000.
So you bought like $10 of pastries,
Yes.
basically, or close?
Here, this is 700 something.
You're just gonna give me the change all the time? we can load the change back onto your Suica card if you want.
What a cow. Oh, that's a
So
good
then you
idea,
can
yeah.
use it. Yeah. Still waiting. Yeah. Thank you. Nice little chairs over here. But you can just sit there. I'll just sit on this end. Whew. Alright. It's about a $3 cup of coffee or so at the current exchange, or $3 and change.
It's right now, it's the Starbucks in American space price.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's not cheap. Like 540 yen is like half, like I was saying, half the price of our sushi lunch. But it's pretty good. It's got like a chocolatey note. I ordered the blend, but yeah, I mean the $3 coffee in Thailand and Bangkok are pretty amazing too. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, cool. Not like super impressed with my blue bottle coffee, but I think that's about it. It looks a little sprinkly, so this was kind of the Shinjuku area, kind of checking it out. So I'll see you in the next video.